Hello, everybody, and welcome to my top 5 worst films of 2014. Alright, let's just jump right into it. So we'll start off with an honorable mention, which is The Maze Runner. I just didn't really enjoy this film. There were so many plot holes not filled. Some of the acting was just meh. There's so many things in it that just weren't a good balance. Alright, so on to number 5. And I did not see this movie in theaters. I watched it on my home TV, and wow, what a bad film. There were so many things wrong with it. I mean, the tornadoes were cool, seeing them, destroy things, but that's it. The acting just didn't really fit in. They made Richard Armitage look like a bad actor. How did you do that? You didn't feel emotion for the characters. You didn't really feel like, oh, this person is in danger. You just felt, oh, they're gonna die. Okay. There was nothing really that clicked onto it like that. It always felt so convoluted. The story, there was probably no script to this. They probably just said, okay, say whatever you want that fits in with the story. It didn't really, all I really heard was, I love you, sons, because they tried to do a father-son thing. Run, there's a tornado. A tornado is coming. Just all this stuff, and it just was boring. It went on forever. It's just definitely not a good movie. All right, on to number 4. Also one I did not see in theaters, and I saw on my home TV. I, Frankenstein. Wow, okay. After this, I had a short period of time where I was doubting ever watching a movie again. It was so bad. There was just the acting, just horrendous. Story, plot holes, and I don't understand just why Aaron Eckhart was Frankenstein. He didn't look like Frankenstein. He just had a couple scars on his face, and suddenly he's Frankenstein. He's not Frankenstein. Also, apparently there's a war going on between everyone. That just made and apparently the humans haven't seen it. That makes no sense. Are you kidding me? At 2 a.m, I know people may be sleeping. No one's that deep of a sleeper. There's goblins or whatever they were attacking and wrecking and fighting, and you don't hear that. You don't hear explosions. You don't hear rustling and breaking. It just does not make any sense at all. So number 4, I, Frankenstein. Our number 3 is, I'm surprised that this isn't a little higher, Transformers: Age of Extinction. Woo, okay. I was really looking forward to this film. I thought that, Transformers 2, Transformers 3, and then Transformers 4. I was thinking, maybe he got it right this time. Michael Bay, maybe, Oh man, even the action got tiresome. At least the things in Transformers, there's the, explosions, the fighting, the action. Usually the action is the thing that keeps you interested. The action even got old. Everything got old in this. The acting, oh my god. They made a CinemaSins video on this, and it was 2 parts, 32 minutes long. And I understand everything that they said. So many things wrong in this movie. It basically felt like a giant Kmart, a really high budget giant Kmart commercial about products that we have, because literally Bud Light, they showed Bud Light all over the ground, and Mark Wahlberg picked one up, sipped it, and the only thing that would have made that scene worse is if he looked at the camera and winked. Just so many bad things, so cheesy. Even if they do have a Transformers 5, I am not going to look forward to it. Even if they get, Steven Spielberg to direct Transformers 5, I still will not be looking forward to it after this awful mess of a film. All right, on to our number 2. Get On Up. All right, worst thing, definitely, how long this movie felt. This felt like a 9-hour long. I saw a 1 p.m. showing, and I had somewhere to go at 7. I was starting to get concerned that, it was 6:45, and that I may be late for my 7 p.m. thing. And it just kept on going on and on and on and on. There was, and the tone of it never stayed. It's felt like a dark, depressing, mad, just really dark movie to a happy, poppy, yay, concert. No, not concert, jazz movie. Well, whatever. Biblical biopic. Gosh, I can't talk today. It's just so many bad things. The only good thing was Chadwick Boseman. He was very good in it. Everyone else was just seemed to have the same line. Eventually, the editing in it was also awful. Some of the scenes did not go together well. It felt like there could be a scene here, there could be a scene here, there could be a scene here, and you can cut this, you can cut the actual scenes, you can cut this out, this out. Sometimes you could cut out entire scenes that are just there, and it's just, I don't know why people like this movie. It's awful. Right, and on to our number one worst movie of the year, one that will stick with me for a while. Top 5 worst for sure. Transcendence. I wanted to fall asleep in this movie. It felt really long, pacing, short, editing, not good acting. They were all talking like this. No emotion was shown, just, talking and even in intense action scenes or just talking. The CGI even was bad in this. The sound effects that's probably the only good thing. And when your only good thing is sound effects, it's not a good sign. There are so many awful things about it. I was hoping Johnny Depp that this would be his resemblance. This would be his, I'm not all silly goofy, but he was awful. Even as a computer, he was bad. It's easy to be a computer. All you have to do is talk like this. And how does someone be bad as a computer? I could talk about this film for hours, but there you go. Number 1 is Transcendence. Alright, so I'll run it down again. An honorable mention was The Maze Runner at number 5. Into the Woods, Into the Storm. Number 4. What was number 4? I'm sorry for forgetting. I, Frankenstein. Number 3, Transformers 4. Number 2, Get On Up. And number 1, Transcendence. Alright, thank you for watching, and this is Robert Burke of Robert's Movie Talk.